it to yourself, you do. And that's why redheads you did to yourself.
Time now to throw back another round of quick shots with our guests. John Hensley is a star on the Nip Tuck series, but was also a former horse wrangler in Wyoming. Have to talk about that. Jeff Vanderbeek, owner of the New Jersey Devils, is back with us here on Happy Hour. Thank you so much.
Welcome to you both.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, the first quick shot for you folks. They're 50 and looking Smurf-tastic. That's right. Our true blue friends, the Smurfs, are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year.
They're smurfing their 50th
and they
anniversary.
still look so good. They're celebrating with a birthday bash in Belgium, a movie deal, and a comic book. You wonder how they've made it so far with just one female. Smurfette must be busy, guys. Hey, John, they don't need any nip tuck on. The Smurfs are looking good.
No, they've held it together pretty good for 50 years now.
Including Smurfette. She's been hot for 50 years.
Yeah, despite being abused by all the Smurfs. Jeff, are you a fan of the Smurfs?
No. You know what?
He's like, what the
They look
heck's
better
a
to me
Smurf?
after 50 years.
Surprisingly enough, they are 50 years old. I figured they came out in the early 80s when the cartoon
I would
came out.
have said 30 years.
23 years old, apparently,
Yeah. I
before
would've said
the
30
TV
years.
show hit. What can you do? Got another one?
Yeah, I got another quick shot. What's another quick shot, folks? Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we are. It's
Actually,
yours.
Ow, darn it, another quick shot indeed. My mom always told me, Rebecca, to be nice to others and not hit them. But someone's mother forgot to tell the American Idol judges that, as apparently these arbiters of good musical taste and style are proud of the fact that they're mean to the contestants. Yep. Even the tasteless fat jokes will be ramped up this year. No word on whether the skinny bitch authors will guest pile on.
Ouch. Jeff, do you like American Idol?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I
Jeff,
watch
what
it.
do you
I watch
like?
it.
What's
Do you
hockey?
Yeah, it's all hockey all the time. All fixed income, all hockey all the time.
CSI. CSI. But you
John, are
know,
you-
those people know what's going on, right? How many
but
years has it
they're
been out?
gonna be
5 years?
Yep, Bruckheimer.
5
man.
years, right?
Yeah, I
So if
mean-
you went on the show,
Oh, they
would you expect?
tear me apart.
so you know they know what they're getting into.
John's Jeff's no nonsense, right?
He is no nonsense over
John,
here.
what, you like American Idol?
I gotta be honest with you, I don't think I've ever watched one whole episode of it.
But you've
I'm
watched
just
snippets
being
of
honest.
it.
I've seen snippets of
So
it.
you've
Yeah,
seen
definitely.
how harsh they are.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
judges.
Yeah.
And do you think that's good or bad, or you
I
love
don't know,
it?
man. I think you know what you're getting into. Like, you know,
You get ripped up like that auditioning,
well, I mean,
right?
it's kind of what I do for a living. At least 3/4 of it is getting ripped up. You know what I mean? So it's not that big
You
a
live
deal
for the other
me.
quarter.
Yeah. But, I mean, the thing is, people know what they're getting into. I mean, I think that's got to be part of the allure of the show, you know, for contestants as well
Talk
as
to
the
us about
audience.
your show and the whole thing, what you're doing. You got movies coming out.
Yeah.
The only waitress I've ever asked out in New York City is the star of your new movie, Teeth, right? Coming out in a couple of weeks.
Fantastic. I love that, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's odd, too. This is a small world because Jess and I, she was cast out in New York. I was cast out of LA. It turns out that her and I literally grew up 2 miles apart from each other in Kentucky.
Louisville, right?
Yeah, in Louisville,
What a
Kentucky.
small
Never
world.
knew each other,
Ever met
never
her
crossed
father?
paths. What's that?
Met her father?
I have met her father. I met him at Sundance last year. Yeah.
And so this movie that actually was at Sundance last year, that premiered Teeth, and now it's coming out in theaters January 18th, which this week.
Yeah.
What is it about? It's pretty
It's
crazy.
it's about a girl in a small town, played by Jess, who discovers that she suffers from the mythical affliction of vagina dentata.
And we'll let readers Google that.
Yeah, I was
Teeth.
going to ask you, what is that? Yeah. Jeff's like,
Teeth.
what's that?
Exactly.
Google it.
Google it.
But you know, I mean, honestly, I mean, the movie, and I really say this primarily as a fan of Mitchell Lichtenstein, the guy who wrote and directed the film. It is hilarious.
I
He
watched
did
the first 5 minutes online. It looks really good.
Yeah, he did such a good job with this thing. It's so
Really?
original, it's so quirky, it's so funny. I mean, I've become such a big fan of his throughout this whole
Mr.
process.
Vanderbeek,
right.
thanks for joining
Thank
us
you.
And
today.
John,
Good
thank you
on.
very much.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah,
The
pleasure to meet
Mixer's
you.
coming up next, folks. Stick around.
You're